Hello, I am Mac, at least for a day. Today is a very special day. Today I was finally able to get my hands on Tiny Metal. I've been excited about this game for several months, ever since I heard it was coming out. For those of you that don't know, Tiny Metal is the spiritual successor of Advance Wars, a turn-based war strategy game that was on Game Boy Advance and later on Nintendo DS. There was like 4 games, I believe: Advance Wars 2, Advance Wars Dual Strike, and then the 4th one wasn't as good, and they didn't make any more after that. And I loved those games. I played them like crazy when I was in middle school, and yeah, I was so excited when I found out they were making a game just like it. So it actually came out December 21st, but unfortunately for some reason it wasn't available on PS4 in North America. It was available everywhere else, but some kind of administrative error made it so that I couldn't get it yet. So today is the first day that you can get it on PlayStation 4 in North America. So I got it, and I'm really excited to play it. So let's go ahead and get in and check out the campaign. Start a new game. Clear save. Yeah, I don't have a save. That's weird. Oh, I just played the map, I guess. Okay. 50 years have passed since the worldwide conflict known as the Great War. After much devastation and bloodshed, mankind finally put down its arms and at last gained a moment of respite. The scars of the war ran deep, and the planet was covered in dense, impenetrable miasma several miles deep. The effects from weapons that were used during the war still cause electronic interference, rendering technology unreliable at best. The fight for survival over the remnants of civilization led to numerous conflicts over scarce resources well after the Great War. Tragedy was painted over by its further tragedy. The kingdom of Artemisia, a nation filled with beautiful mountains and forests, rivers and valleys, was ever the target of its jealous neighbors and could not remain unscathed. Artemisia was forced to continuously defend its borders. The Battle of Zeltzer, Artemisia's last known conflict. History records it as another invasion by Artemisian territory, only just successfully. A brief period of peace came to the people of Artemisia. However, no one was aware of the sinister shadow left behind from the conflict. Until one day. So I'm starting in Artemisia, it seems. The Artemisian the king of Artemisia was viciously shot down and ruthlessly killed after his return from diplomatic mission by a sudden attack of an unidentified aircraft, sending great ripples of grief and agony throughout the kingdom. Amongst the missing was the hero of Zeltzer, Colonel Luja Lindbergh, a distinguished officer who led Artemisia into a miraculous victory. The people of Artemisia held their breath in anticipation of the news over the fate of the decorated war hero. After further visual analysis from the video footage acquired by the only surviving escort fighter, analysts were able to discern the mastermind of the assassination, the self-isolating, mysterious nation of Zepang. While the shogunate of Zepang held countless debates over the issue, the citizens of Artemisia filled their hearts with rage. Lord Isorku, the ruling lord of the influential Tsukumo clan, he is a well-respected leader and warrior known for his valor and sense of justice. The assassination of a foreign king of no interest. The accusation was being beyond comprehension of the Zipanese High Command. A dishonorable act at best, impossible for a nation that values honor and duty. Zipang verified that the military deployment logs for that day showed that no military aircraft had flown out of the airspace. Believing this to be a track, Tsukumo counseled caution and discretion. So obviously there is a lot of exposition in this game. Artemisia's slanderous accusations, calling the insult a stain of Zipang's honor, and insisted that the only answer was to this grave and heinous act was a punitive military action against Artemisia. So basically Artemisia and Zipang are fighting, even though both deny being at fault for whatever caused the conflict. Full invasion was never planned, and the attack was simply to give a proportionate response. Thus, the single infantry division of the Zipang military set forth upon the rough seas, Kingdom of Artemisia firmly in their sights. In charge of the Artemisia Northwest region's coastal defenses, Nathan Grease, he's the main character, and his forces, and the inbound Zipanese forces. So Nathan Grease is the main character. He's with Artemisia, and he has to defend against Zipang, and this guy in the picture. The fight begins here as the sparks of conflict fly and start the fuel once more in the ever-growing pyre of yet another great war. Here we go. I can't yet give up the idea that the king and the colonel are still alive. Colonel Lindbergh and our king have to be alive somewhere, just waiting to be rescued. They must be somewhere. As the unit responsible for Artemisia's coastal defense, we must find out the location of our king and colonel's aircraft by any means possible. Either they had to ditch their aircraft at sea or crashed on the coastline, finding shelter in a cove. They must be out there, waiting to be found. Commander, a report from our recon team. A signal from an unidentified source near the coast. Could it be? Could it be Colonel Lindbergh's craft washed ashore? We're not receiving a response, sir. The source of the signal is approaching our position. It is here, sir. It appears to have washed up on shore. Go to the orange alert. Continue hailing them. I'm heading to the command center. The miasma is creating too much electronic interference and lowering our visibility range. Please, let it be Colonel Lindbergh. Do you read? I repeat, identify yourself. No response. Assuming unidentified unit as a threat and prepare to engage. All units, battle stations. Yes, sir. This is Lieutenant Nathan Grease and the Artemisia 1st Army. Unidentified unit. Halt and advance and halt your advance immediately. This is not a warning. This is an order. Further incursion will be seen as an act of invasion on Artemisia. No response, sir. They are continuing toward us. We have no choice. All units prepare to intercept. This is not a drill. We must stop their advance here. Sir, yes, sir. With Colonel Lindbergh missing, it's all up to me now. Sir, we're at combat readiness. Okay, let's practice movement. Select a unit to move. Tiles you can move to are highlighted in blue. Once you have moved, please select another action. You can cancel a given order even if you make a mistake. So stay calm if you make a mistake. Roger that, sir. Don't push yourself, soldier. After movement, watch as your vision expands. Sir, we have sighted the enemy. Right, close in on your target and attack. It is possible, flank the enemy by attacking from the sides or behind. Thank you, sir. I'll try to do that. Now that's a mechanic that was not in Advance Wars. It didn't matter what side you attacked an enemy from, but that is a common mechanic for other tactics RPGs, is attacking from the side or the back. So it's just a slight difference there. And now I should be able to attack. So yeah, like I said, this is turn-based, and I love the animations. The original Advance Wars was made by Intelligent Systems, who made the Fire Emblem series, a tactics RPG as well. But these games... Oh, why can't I attack? Oh, here we go. I had to turn. There we go. Oh man, this really takes me back. I was really hoping there'd be more Advance Wars game, but I think they stopped after 4. This game was made by Area 35, so it's not the same developers, but it's basically the same kind of game. Sir, the enemy has counterattacked. Calm down, soldier, let me think. I know. Take to the hills. Forest and hills provide defense, reducing damage received. Look to the bottom right of the tactical screen for defense values. Acknowledged. Again, don't push the squad too hard. Once a unit size diminishes, damage dealt to the enemy also decreases. Yet the same rules apply to the enemy as well. If you can reduce the enemy's unit size, then in turn he will take less damage too. In other words, he who strikes first wins. Correct. By taking the initiative and attacking first, you can take the advantage. Acknowledged and understood, sir. Yep. I don't really need the tutorial because I played these games like crazy. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should attack from the mountains, yeah. Ouch. It's kind of funny, the storyline. All units, casualty report. Commander, we found this. This must be the enemy's crest. We have very little information on Zepang, but this seems to be from the infamous Sumo clan. Sukumo clan? It would mean that units under Lord Sukumo's clan... Zepang, sir, do you mean the isolated island? Yes. Within that enigmatic country, this is the Sukumo clan's crest, which is said to be one of the highest-ranking vassals of the shogunate. If our king and colonel's aircraft crash-landed in Zepang territory, the video of the attack makes it clear that the colonel's aircraft suffered critical damage. All I know is that we need to find that aircraft whether the colonel survived the crash or not. Are we clear? Yes, sir. Commander, the remaining hostile forces must be in full retreat. Radio routing force immediately to pursue the enemy. Yes, sir. Watch over me now, Colonel Lindbergh. We will bring justice for you and our king. I see. They finally mobilized their forces. We cannot let this opportunity pass. Time to make contact with the Artemisians. Victory! Okay, that is just a little taste of Advance Wars. I'm going to go ahead and end this video there. I was going to say, it's funny how serious the storyline is, talking about end of the world and, you know, everything's covered in miasma, and yet the graphics and animations for this game are so, like, cutesy and bright and cheerful. It's kind of a funny contrast. But yeah, I'm not going to speculate anymore, but I just wanted to give a introduction to Advance Wars that I'll be playing on, or sorry, not Advance Wars, Tiny Metal is the name of the game. It's based off of Advance Wars, one of my favorite games from my childhood. But that's it for this episode. I will definitely be playing more of this game. I have been Mac. Thank you for joining me for a day, and I'll catch you on the next day that I am Mac.